Welcome to the My Career mode in Cricket 22. I'm about a year and a half late, but I promise this will be worth it. Because not only am I going to play on the hardest difficulty, I'm going to use sliders and make the game even harder. So get ready to see a lot of ducks going wicketless, and most probably I might retire at club level. I think I'm going to be a top order batsman with a little bit of part-time bowling, part-time leg spin. So it's going to be like Sachin, but I'm probably going to be the worst batsman in the entire team just because of the difficulty. My goal is to, at the end, bat at number 3 and bowl a few overs of wrist spin. I think I'll start my career at the Indian home of cricket, Mumbai. Since there is a very high possibility of me ending my career here, I hope it's a good team. I think I'm just gonna go for the modern Indian player look. A full beard and a fade up top. I mean, it's funny how like every generation of Indian cricketers have the same, have different styles. In the early 2000s, it was clean shaven. In the early 2010s, it was a little bit of stubble, and now everyone has a full beard. And even the hairstyle, they have the same hairstyle. Everyone looks literally the same. I am gonna go with the Shane Warne action. Of course I am. And that batting style is, I think, what was added very recently. Steady builder, running ones and twos, scoring the occasional boundary, because as I said, my end goal is to bat at number 3. Turn with bowling, I want to turn the ball all over the place, even if accuracy takes a hit. Batting weakness, definitely power. Yeah, definitely power. And bowling weakness, I think I don't mind bowling a few bad balls, so I think I'll go with accuracy. My strengths. What are my strengths? Definitely drives. I definitely need that. Maybe some flicks. And since we are going to be playing for India, I think a good sweeper is definitely an advantage. I definitely want to be in the outfield, but slips in test matches, and of course, I point and square leg or covers and mid wicket. I think I'll go with covers and mid wicket. Oh boy, that is one ugly beard, isn't it? It looks like I have a wig for a beard. I thought the little bit of a color mismatch would be look good, but it definitely doesn't. That is just hideous.
Coach's orders. I'll leave you to get settled in now.
And our first match, our first T20 match, and I think T20s are going to be the hardest because at least in test matches I can leave and defend for 2-3 days, but in T20s I have to take risk, and I'm 100% sure as soon as I take risk I'm gone. That just looks like a not a fan made, 5-year-old made Spider-Man costume, and they picked the wrong color. And we are coming into bat. I think this is the 13th over, right? 14th over, and the field is open, so I think I can take singles, and I really like the back lift that he has. It's kind of like Joe Root, especially the way he moves his bat, but look at that drive. What Nightmare is, it's basically the hardest base setting plus pace bowling speed, pace bowling swing, spin bowling revolutions, which is basically turn, and just a little bit of drift. The good thing is, while I'm bowling, I'm also going to get a little bit more spin. And I have to change those gloves. They look like they're from the 1940s. And oh boy. This is just a wonderful start, isn't it? 6 balls, 1 run, and our team is just inches away from collapsing. 1 more wicket here and we are getting bundled out for, and then it's at 4, and we're getting bundled out for 120. So that kind of gives me the chance to kind of play slowly just a little bit, at least take singles and doubles. The field is open. I mean, there's no way. I have no idea where I can hit a boundary here. I just have to loft and pray, and I'm definitely not doing that with 4 overs to go. I think another over and a half of just trying to take singles and doubles, and another wicket goes, and I'm out here with a strike rate of 44 and missed that. This is just, I'm batting like a tail-ender here. So yeah, I have increased ball marker display time just a little bit. Without that, it'll just become, every ball will become a premeditated attempt, and I'll just start playing flicks every single ball, and that won't be fun to watch. So I have given myself just a little bit of extra time so that I can play all around the ground and it'll be fun for you guys to watch. I don't know what to do now. 2 wickets left. So if I go, it's done. 2 overs to go. So I think I can try. I mean, I want to run twos, but there's just nowhere to run. Overthrow, come on. Nope. And I think now we have to go. And that is just such a good shot. And I've somehow found the gap. And that's 4. And that is probably the only region. I've just got to go straight. And this looks like a huge ground. So there's no way I'm hitting any sixes. And there we go. Back to our original and probably our trademark form of missing everything or mistiming everything. Our strike rate's looking a little bit better. What's that? 70, I think. I just want him to bowl a full toss straight down so that I can loft it. But nope. I can't seem to find gaps to take twos. Neither can I hit boundaries. And that is such a poor shot. I was nowhere near the ball there. And he's starting to hit air really hard. And that's actually a good shot, but that's not going anywhere. And I've got out on the final ball. I don't know if this is a terrible innings or just a bad innings, because if I had gone out, maybe we would have been like 5 or 6 runs short. But then again, my strike rate is 55, so it's probably a bad innings. And he's giving it to a part-time leg spinner. I mean, leg spinners in power play is a very bad idea unless your name is Rashid Khan. And a part-time leg spinner no less. And he's found the gap and he smacked us for our first boundary. And bowling is actually way harder on hardest than hard. It's almost impossible to have perfect release and jump. And even the smallest of mistakes and you're bowling no balls, especially as fast bowlers. At least I'm a spinner, so I don't have to deal with that. And there we go, our only good ball of the over. Let me just open the field up a little. Hopefully not get smacked for sixes. One thing I have noticed in club cricket and career mode here is they just don't hit sixes at all. I don't know how he missed that. And he's hit it, and he's hit it straight down the throat. And that's our first wicket in club cricket. Pretty much everything was bad on that ball. There's no spin, a weak jump, weak release, but all that counts is that one in the wicket column.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Oh lord. The required run rate is 6.1, and yet the captain seems to insist on bowling part-time bowlers. I mean, just go to your strike bowlers and hope they take some wickets. If you don't take wickets, there's just literally no chance of us winning. And yet another bad ball that just goes unpunished. I mean, you know how they say his numbers don't reflect his performance? Our numbers definitely don't reflect our performance. I should probably be 2.4 overs, 30 runs by now, but I've only conceded 9. Unsurprisingly, they have won the match. Our first match was okay, I guess. I just did take a wicket and scored with a tremendous strike rate of 56. I will bat a little bit in the nets because I seem to have a lot of trouble timing the ball. Everything seems to be either late or early. Club cricketers are a little slower, I think. I think that is a gameplay mechanic, and that's why I'm being so early. Hitting a few balls here would definitely help that. Well, that definitely didn't help. I mean, our bat just doesn't seem to go anywhere near the ball. Look at that. And finally, a good off drive. I will make a prediction. This career mode will consist a lot of cover drives and a lot of edges and a lot of dismissals were caught behind. That was part 1 of the Nightmare Career mode. We created a player, got through what could have been a disaster, but it wasn't. It was an okay start. Scored a few runs at a very bad strike rate, took a wicket, and hopefully we perform better at the in the longer formats. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for part 2.